Hello, my name is Cook. This is my video pronunciation, season 15. Putting it all together, part 2. Let's start. A foreign student. When a student from another country comes to study in the United States, he has to find out for himself the answers to many questions, and he has many problems to think about. Where should he live? Would it be better living in dormitory or in a private room of campus? Should he spend all of his time studying, or should he take advantage of the many cultural and social activities that are offered? At first, he might not feel that he fits in with other American culture. He might not feel confident when he speaks little by little. However, will he learn how to handle himself in various situations? Finally, he begins to feel very secure and at home. Unfortunately, this long-awaited feeling doesn't develop suddenly. It takes time. Yes. Volcanoes are holes in the earth crust which allow molten rock to escape from beneath. The molten rock or lava may flow out gently, or it may be rested high in the air with gas and ash in the environment explosion. There are 850 active volcanoes around the world. Do you know where this molten fire are found? 3/4 of them are found within a zone called the Ring of Fire. On each of the road stretches along with west coast of the Americas from Chile to Alaska. The other each run around the east coast of the Asia from Siberia to New Zealand. 20% of these volcanoes are located in Indonesia. Other big groupings are in Japan. There are also Aleutian Islands and Central Americas. The Chinese language. Chinese is the most unusual language. It differs from English and most other major languages, in that it has hundreds of different dialects. A person who lives in a section of the west country of China often cannot understand a fluent Chinese who live in another section. Their two major dialects are Cantonese and Mandarin. Cantonese is southern dialect. Mandarin are dialects that originated in northern China. It's spoken by both Chinese and than any other dialect. Than Chinese, people often say that the Chinese seem to sing their language. Chinese style as throat is the charm, because many words are only one syllable, long, and because the tone of voice changes for each word. As in English, many words have more than one meaning. The speaker's tone of voice indicate each word's specific meaning. Even more fascinating than the variety of spoken sound in the Chinese written language. It has no alphabet. Instead, it employs signs called character. It's spoken word the language is represented by the separate character. Originally, the character were drawing that depict the meaning of words, but other year they have simplified and most no longer look like the thing they represent. The supercontinent, around 100 to 150 million years ago, there may have been only one continent on your planet. At least that is what some Earth scientists have decided after years of research. If you look at the map of the world carefully, you can see that the present-day continent could be thought of as the furthest to gigantic jigsaw puzzle. In your imagination, carefully put the pieces together to form the supercontinent. You will see that if you took away the South Atlantic Ocean and placed South America and Africa together, but when fit very nicely, you could continue removing ocean and seas and put other parts of the other together quite easily until you get to throw last two pieces of Australia and Antarctica. Scientists believe that the continent of Australia and Antarctica were once linked together. They may have a split slowly up one from the supercontinent and then separated from each other as recently as 40 billion years ago. The 50 most mispronounced word in English. Accounting. He was in the accounting department. Agree. I don't agree with my co-worker. Actually, I left you a message available. Those who are not available in your side. Arrangements. We made arrangements to meet after work. Basically, it's basically a good idea. Her business does very well. calls. She called me every day. Complete. We will complete your project. Continue. His classes will continue next month. Contribute. We will contribute our time. Corporation. She works for a huge corporation. Difference. There are many differences between us. Directly. She is directly responsible. Exactly. It is exactly what Orwell wanted. Educational. This move is very educational. A ferry. We travel every year. Exceptional. She is an exceptional student. Familiar. She has a familiar face. Financial. New York is a great financial center. Fast trading. Good pronunciation can be frustrating. General. Give me a general idea. Immediately. Once I took the port call, I left immediately. Inconvenience. The power outage was a big inconvenience. Introduce. Let me introduce you. Arizona. His fall of elevator was irrational. Justice. They asked the judge for justice. Likeable. He is very likeable. Loosen. It's tonight. We need to loosen it. Measurement. The measurements were accurate. Middle. We had paid in the middle of the month. Multiple. We have multiple offices in the city. National. Our story made the national news. Original. Your ideas is centrally original. Outrageous. That was an outrageous request. Particular. She was a particular car. Partnership. We have a solid partnership. Problem. They no longer have a problem. Prohibit. They prohibit the use of alcohol. Quality. The sauce is made of good quality. Question. Please ask me a question. Repairing. What are you repairing to? Regardless. I want to reduce this project regardless of the cost. Request. They made a service request. Similar. Yeah, we have similar opinions. Specific. Praise the specific. Value. I value our friendship. Visualize. Can you visualize what you'll be doing in 10 years? Vulnerable. Without the police, they are very vulnerable. Working. I've been working on this video for 6 years. Thank you for listening.